If Kanye was South African, nkele khala twasitse motho ta kenya go le bojamaka serious. O mong ke motho mong ke mmona re wa bona ngwang Kanye magu Kanye khala re ntse re mmona re motho a ntse o twasa.
This is my I bought a hate man, I don't really care. This is my I bought it like that.
Dumelang, it's your boy K Mahapa. This little rula bafung utlekwana with the modern day easy machila, and we're begging it like what? Tshwane. At this point, I feel like I have to explain what a Tshwane is, guys. And by the way, guys, how did you guys cross over? But the meaning of Tshwane, guys, because a lot of people have been asking me, what is Tshwane? I always say begging it like Tshwane. So Tshwane is a wedgie. So you guys know when you have a wedge, you get. So we're begging it like Tshwane. And yeah, welcome back to another episode of the weekly rundown with the modern day easy man himself. It's been a minute since we had this one-on-one. You guys know this is my favorite part of my channel, the one-on-one sessions. I enjoyed the collabos where I did with Zile and Mr. Sexy Unicorn himself. If you haven't seen those, make sure you check them out. It's on Sexy's channel, and two of them are on my channel. So make sure you check them out and subscribe to the guys' channel as well as mine. Guys, when you subscribe, we're on the road to 5k. If you're new, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button and get your boy to 5k. So the plan is to reach 5k. Whichever day that I reach 5k on, it has to be on a Wednesday so that I can say 5,000. Please, don't judge me. I'm a man of sentiments. So yeah, welcome back, guys, and without wasting any more time, let's get into it. So first things first, guys, as you know, the show wants to not end. Well, this is good news to some people, but bad news to me. We recently just found out where Rihanna is pregnant. Good news to her, obviously, to her fans, to her family, loved ones, but this is bad news to me because she's pregnant and I'm not the father. It hurts to say that, and the baby's father is some guy called as soon as possible Rocky. What do you call Rose? What is straight back? Rihanna, how could you do? You guys said Monna Lily Twadi or brush cut. Literally, I meet the criteria, but Rihanna went and got some guy, straight back, this straight boy, got this straight forward or straight sideways. See, Anna I'm in denial. Where I am right now, I'm in denial. It's a part of me just keeps on saying nothing, maybe ubi page, guys. So please, guys, if I'm Rihanna, I just want to see something. Maybe maybe guys how and then you get bloated. So please, guys, if I'm Rihanna or wanting something, at this point in my life right now, everything is a trigger to me. Anything you might say, you do will remind me of her or the pregnancy. The other day I was talking to my nephew and he was talking on the phone with his mom, and then after the phone call, is it raining where your mom is? And then Ariana. Yeah, no, Rihanna mperekile, guys. She worked me, work. After all these years, the people were expecting you to drop an album, and then when are you just gonna go ahead and drop a baby on us? At the very least, I hope the baby comes out holding a USB to the album. Ideally, I'd want the baby to come out looking like me, the beard, hair, everything, face structure and everything to look like me, so that it's beyond doubt working on our mom. But we can only hope. Congratulations to Rihanna Lemonna, what is straight back. So in other news, Prasa just discovered that they've been paying salaries to 3,000 ghost employees. So for those of you who don't know what Prasa is, it's the railway agency. And what are ghost employees? So basically, ghost employees are employees that are on the company's payroll, for the sake of receiving a salary, but they don't actually work for the company, you know. So it's like fake employees basically. So it's like an emotionally absent partner. They're in the relationship, they're getting all the benefits, but they're not actually doing any work. You know, they're not contributing to the relationship, but at the end of it, they still get benefits. That's what ghost employees are. And all of this just made me realize, or on the last weekly rundown episode, I told you guys about two Prasa trains colliding into each other, and now it all fucking makes sense. Or how the fuck are the trains not gonna collide into each other when they are being driven by ghosts? You know, ghosts are being hired, but me, the still ruler, the biggest ghost of them all, if you know, I'm unemployed. How the fuck is in this a fucking bitch? How? Make it make sense, guys, please. Good guys, there's always a scandal with Prasa. You know, if it's not people stealing money meant to buy trains, to start IG boutiques and resorts, it's this ghost employee stories or people buying the wrong trains. Like, Prasa is the literal definition of a gravy train, if you know what a gravy train is. This is the epitome of it. And moving on, DJ's Boo is out here telling us to hug trees and walk barefoot and connect with the world and have our third eye. Some of us have 4 eyes. Someone tell DJ's Boo, guys, some of us have 94 eyes. So what third eye is he talking about? Listen to morale, guys. You guys are behind. People with glasses have been having more than 2 eyes for a while now. Now I thought DJ's Boo was just kidding, you know, until pictures emerged of him cuddles deep, you know, pillow talk deep with cheese, bruh, barefoot with mofa in hand. That can Aishali, ne? Aishali mofa ila shem. And another thing, from what it looks like the what do they call this? The rope is no longer touching the paraffin, if you know what I mean. You know, it's no longer saying cousins there. And people on Twitter are saying, or maybe Zara's ancestors, you know, they're fighting back because he allegedly Bare was Kemile Zahara. Cannot stress this enough, guys. Bare na kenya kustiwa kachalati ya more fire. It's about energy, feel like energy drink when you shake. Bare uskemile Zahara, and you know what, it might be true. You know, Mthwalo wa Zahara might be sending him at this moment, because it looks like the persona of DJ's Boo and Mzegezeg are clashing, and Mzegezeg is winning. Tap aisatshwara paraffin. You know, it might be drailing morale, sehamba pants. Maybe that's what Mzegezeg was meaning, or sehamba pants. You know, we are down with the trees. You know, when someone is down and deep rooted, one with the earth. Now I sound like a fucking person. Sound like I'm about to confirm the Illuminati. Yeah, no, DJ's Boo, you're not slick. And in other news, probably my favorite news this past week. This is definitely my favorite news. The city of Tshwane is going around Tshwane, the switching of electricities to customers that haven't been paying their bills. So they go around the city. If you haven't been paying your bill, your electricity bill, back dish. So my favorite part of all of this is that they're live tweeting this escapade of theirs. So if you haven't been paying, they come to your building, they stand outside, they take a picture, and then they post it. Or we are here at SARS, they haven't been paying for 5 years, they owe us 5 million, we are here to switch off. And then the best part, they have a hashtag for it. This is a well thought out scheme. Like, they sat in the boardroom and they brainstormed this idea because they have a hashtag. Nothing says this is a well thought out plan like a hashtag. And the hashtag is Tshwane ya tima. Tshwane is switching off. The city is switching off. So now I really wish they could do this with like households, because at the moment they're doing like departments and businesses and all entities, you know. So now I wish household, you know, they could go house to house. And because guys, I'm not to say what can I jealous, and mara maki wa ka breach, guys. I don't want to lie to you, because maki yena TV play on maki harobala di mabone maki una launcher speaker and just takes out the speaker, puts it outside and plays music, and then goes inside the house to sleep. Not guys, the signs are there, you know. I don't want to go and report, but I wish they could come and do this. And then after, they should post as well, or we are here at Chabalala's house. Chabalala hasn't been paying for the past 3 years. He owes us 100k and we are finding him 60k for bridging, you know. I need that. So city of Tshwane, please, after this, house to house. So going back to the escapade, city of Tshwane, you know, let's go through some of the notable buildings and entities that they've switched off. So first things first, they switched off a building that belongs to the South African National Defence Force, SADF, the protectors of the country, guys. Like Mashole Arena right now, they are manifesting. Do you know how less of a fuck you have to give to switch off electricity? You know, the thing that connects my security country to the rest of the world and everything that happens in the country. So right now we are just chilling our borders, you know, there is no intel coming in. Boko Haram decide, you know what, let RGM more South Africa. That's it for us, you know. And then another building, it was a hotel, and this hotel apparently owed 23 million. And you know, if you owe 23 million, you deserve it, you know. They should have done that to come 5 million probably, but 23 million, you can't complain. Marana, my chat is, guys, how do you reach a bill of 23 million, guys? I want to know from you guys, because you guys are the ones that use hotels. Like we just tamba le for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then for supper le jading atana. What's going on? What are you doing to use that much electricity? Do you guys check in lisa tlapa and then le ro tlapa go pele? You know, le tlapa ai trele go di hoteleng basically. That's what you say. So another entity that they switched off the electricity to was a strip club. So it's a club, and then inside the club there is a strip club. And obviously, as you know, the strip club is the stripping part of the establishment is what brings most of the income, as you can imagine. I get, but City of Tshwane doesn't care what the strippers are, what's keeping the lights on. No, they're here to switch the lights off because you guys are not clapping. You need some around, booty eyes up, eyes in the floor. What? No, pay up, chief. And then another establishment is UP, University of Pretoria, one of the campuses. They haven't been paying, so they got their electricity switched off. Like imagine a brochure at UP when you are in grade 12, you see this brochure, a bright future. Come to UP to get your study towards a bright future. And the City of Tshwane says bright way, my brother. And another one was a church, guys. This little light of mine, I'm gonna make it shine. City of Tshwane doesn't care, guys. If you're not paying, you're not making any little light of yours shine. So if when you go to that church, you know, to pray and find God because you're fighting demons, you're going through, you know, hardships, and you're just looking for a light at the end of the tunnel, this church is definitely not the place to go, because City of Tshwane. So moving on, the State of the Nation address, the SONA was this week, and you know what, I'm not going to spend much time on this one, you know. Nasirele and these people, Bambora, I've spoken about them, and you know, which I do, but that's besides the point. So the SONA was this week, and Nabambora, like, why do you start off the SONA by singing the national anthem and not Matla SONA Gupelu? Because SONA, you know, like, so that they can emphasize the State of the Nation address, it's what we're going by for the next year. I agree, he does it every year. So at the start of the SONA, each and every year, there's must to say, Matla SONA so that we know, okay, what we're doing in this life. Guys. So anyways, the SONA, it's basically, you know, Cyril telling us about the state of the affairs of our country, like we don't live in it, you know, like, nigga, we here every day. Better than you, Ibile. When are you out here touring, you're going out now as fly, Silana Mzanzi, wire, 365, 24/7, you know.
China as fly, Sila Mzanzi, wire.
So some of us know this country better than you. But anyways, we all know the State of the Nation address is Cyril's birthday wish list, if I could say that. You know, he comes out and says, I want a smart city, corruption-free South Africa. I want 10 million jobs for IR, but as you know, not everything on your birthday wish list is gonna come through, you know. So from what I've observed, the major talking point of this year's, you know, State of the Nation address was that Cyril came out and said the private sector is responsible for creating employment and not the government, which is true, you know. SMEs have the largest potential to create large-scale employment in South Africa. But that's not what Cyril has been preaching, is it? This nigga has been going around telling us, if I 10 million jobs, if I like God is a fool. And people believed him because, you know, we are desperate for employment. But whereas the time came right now, he's jigging, you know, he's changing his tune, he's telling us, well, hey guys, not this thing. No, he's like a black parent when month end comes and they're supposed to pay you that 300 rand they borrowed from you. And then when you remind them what you got, nah, So Cyril, black parent, same tendencies. Anyways, moving on from Cyril Matamela, another thing that happened, or the talking point of the TL, was the Tinder Swindler. It's a tongue twister. The Tinder Swindler. So Tinder Swindler is a Netflix movie based on real life events. So what happens, guys, I don't want to spoil it, but I'm gonna have to, if you haven't seen it, it's because you don't want to, or on Netflix and you're waiting for ETV to show it in 2027 alongside Anaconda and Sarafina, So I'm gonna have to spoil it. So if you want to share, it's been 3 weeks now. So if you want to watch it, please forward, or let me just give you the background. So the background, this guy going around scamming women, pretending to be this rich white guy, and woo these women, sell them a perceived lifestyle that's not really his, and then these women buy into it, and then at a later stage he asks them to take out money to assist him because he's struggling financially, but he's not gonna pay them back, obviously. So one of the victims of this nigga, it's a white lady, and this white lady had took out nine loans with 9 separate credit lenders. Like, at what point do you say at what point do you say like, at what point do you say no, actually I'm being played here? Like, I don't think there's 9 things that you can ask me and I will say yes on 9 of those occasions. Like, you can send me Karabo, go to the kitchen and fetch me what, I'll go. Second time, Karabo, go to the bathroom and get me what, I'll go. Third time, Karabo, go to the bedroom and get me what, I'll go. Mara in my report, the fourth ask is where we're gonna cover. We're gonna have a problem there, because you're gonna say, Karabo, go to the garage and get me, and I'm gonna snap. It comes pre-installed in us as black people. So I think white people, you guys need to get your system updated, because people are taking advantage of your generosity at this point, And guys, at what point, like, system I be offline? That's what I was asking myself, like, most of the time throughout that whole movie, because this lady was taking out loans for this guy as he was asking for them. So this guy would be saying, yo, I need money right now to do blah blah blah, and then this lady would go to the bank and take out a loan and then send him the money. Like, in the moment, but like, whatever system I be offline, guys can't. Proof of registration. I think, like, we need to start thanking the system for being offline in South Africa, because a lot of you guys would be broke by now. If that nigga came here and tried to do that to you guys, at least you have the prevention control of the system being offline. And when the system is offline, obviously it buys you time to maybe snap out of it, to realize actually more I'm being scammed. So moving on, another thing that happened in this beautiful country of ours, the land of the free, the land of opportunities, is that Santaco wants to buy Mango Airlines. Mango Airlines, yes guys, aeroplanes, woo, yes. Santaco, you don't know, is the South African National Taxi Council. And so the boss, I don't know if whenever I guess or not, but topic for another day. Back to the topic at hand. Santaco wants to buy an airline. Santaco, guys, that thing people do of telling kids you can be anything you want in life. I think we need to tone it down a bit, because Santaco is starting to believe this. It's starting to believe where anything is possible. You can be anything. You can't. Sometimes you just have to tell your kids when they grow up, or Jabu, you can't run an airline. Bafo now it takes Sequela, Hamba, pushy bus. And guys, I don't know if you've been to a taxi rank recently over the past, 20 years. I don't know. And if you've been, those niggas have no business believing that they can run an airline. Opala, you can't manage a 15 passenger taxi. You think you will be able to manage a 100+ passenger airline? That needs to be on time. That needs to meet safety standards. That needs to ensure the safety of their passengers on the road or in the air this time around. That needs to pay tax. So you are you ready to pay tax, Bafit? Nah, guys, I'm sorry, but I have no business getting into CIA Airlines. It's ERP. Nah, people, sorry, Bafu. I'll walk Cape Town, Cape to Cairo. It's just here. I'll walk, Bafit. Thank you. Can you just imagine CIA Airways, guys? Inyati Airways. Can you just imagine for a second? Indulge me here. Indulge me. You are on the plane. seat belt, I bofa, I bofini. I fail. You know, in airplanes, you don't really need it. You know, you open your food to eat because, you know, you bought food. It's a 6-hour flight. You know, we're going far. So you're trying to eat, barre, driver. How Jimmy in a movie? How Jimmy? What do you mean, dog? I bought the food here. Hey, wait, we regular one night, George. Dano, somebody jump playing to the regular way. Now you're on a 6-hour flight, no food, no seat belt, nothing. Okay, fine. Uzama, you know, the windshield. Is it the windshield, the window? With that one where you see the view, guys. Nah, I'm not a regular flyer. So if you guys know, so you try to open that thing to see the views, you know, the clouds. I was like, hey, wait, so why? What's wrong? Shakespeare, as my England, what's wrong? So now in this 6-hour flight, no food, no seat belt, no views, just, you know, focus, road ahead, you can't drive, and then my guys are being my guys, I go pay the quality. As I'm going faster, I'm going to check current thing. SONA22. Airline 735 has crashed into the Pacific Ocean. Why? Cause of death. My guys are now go check a current. Guys, now I'm not ready for that. I don't think we are ready for what was that. I pelelanga le man. Are you ready for that thing when guys? I calling a hand when at that time there's a meeting for you waiting, a job interview waiting for you in Cape Town where you going. Are you ready for that, guys? So moving on, this time going international. You know, I'm taking you guys overseas because we have international viewers, subscribers from Lesotho, Botswana, Makwelere, Eastern Cape. You know, all walks of life. So internationally, Nick Cannon is expecting baby number 8. One of 8, guys. Nick Cannon sounds like a loose cannon to me, hey, because this is his 5th child in a year and a half. The past year and a half, now 5, this guy. Get on top, but congratulations to Mr. Nick Cannon. So moving on, still keeping it, you know, international. Kanye and his wife Kim, you know, Kim Ye as Kanye called. Yeah, it sounds ridiculous when I say, hey, Kim Ye. When I wrote it down or when I read it in my head, it was like kind of cute, you know. But yeah, now when I say, please grow up, guys. It's like that high school thing you guys used to do where you combine each other's names. It's exactly that, actually. Oh, Karateho, like Kateho and Karabo dating, so it's Karateho. So anyways, Kanye and the wife, they are divorcing and it's a very public, messy affair. So I guess you can say things have taken a turn for the West in their household. So it's a very public, messy affair. You know, they've put everything on social media for everyone to see. So in one post, Kanye said, "So as this is my first divorce, please help me on what to do." You know, never mind the help. He's a billionaire. We don't care about helping him. Not for now. We just want this first part. This first part says, "So as this is my first divorce, so so Kanye is telling us, or this person that I'm divorcing with, you know, this is not their first divorce. So better experience. She's experienced. She has 2-3 divorces under her belt, so she knows how to maneuver around these things. So she's a returning soldier." So Kanye is asking us for help. So nobody failed, fat and said it failed love of my life. The return soldiers, he failed Packer the lambs. Please guys, help Kanye, you know, because he needs all the help he can get. So you know when married couples go through a rough patch, you know, a tough time, they call their uncles, aunties, and tell them, guys, uncle, malume, kulumana, begging pants, no, ngiyamthanda lo muntu muzwisising le point engifuna ukuyitsho. That's what married couples do. But Kanye said, fuck that shit, I don't have uncles, or if I do, I don't care about their opinions. I care about the opinion of you guys. Reina, do you know how many stupid people are on the internet? Like every day, each and every day, I see idiots, like brand new idiots. Like one day you think, well, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen, and the next day you'll see something that tops it. And Kanye's asking these people, Reina, like Lena, but not even in Nana, guys. So I might just help here. Lena, talking stage. Summer tricking stage, failed tricking stage 2-3, and Kanye is asking this specific person for help about how to run his family, marriage, and how to parent their kids. I want to deadbeat, but they are telling Kanye, no, I'm not jail lo muntu lokuthi ukhulisa ingane yakho kanjani. Ingane akumele ibe ku TikTok. Mara yena aka empilweni yamntana akhe. Mara uyazi ukuthi ingane ayikumele ibe ku TikTok. Guys, guys. So Kanye and the wife, they're having this back and forth on social media. She's posting, he's posting, and Kanye's Instagram is just spiraling out of control, guys. On one thing, he has this page, so he's written, or my account is not hacked with the day's date to show us, or this is me, guys. It's a cry for help, low key, high key even, but because people on the internet don't take anything seriously, take it as a joke. So on his Instagram, he's trolling Kim's current boyfriend and like full-blown roast. And then he's wearing all this weird stuff. Guys, if Kanye was South African, serious. So guys, I think Kanye needs our help as black South Africans or Africans in Africa who know the tradition and the cultures of Twasa. We know someone who means Twasa when we see them. Someone is communicating with you from the outside, from the other side, And Kanye is this person, guys. We can see him, This nigga is out here making beats, instead of making the beat. So this nigga is making the wrong beats. So please, guys, let's help Kanye. And just like that, Buffett, we've come to the end of another episode of the weekly rundown with the modern day Izima Chila. Thank you guys for watching until the end. If you like the content, please hit that like button. Please subscribe. Let's get to 5K, road to 5K. Please share the content on your social media platforms. Tag me, repost it, share with your friends, family, who else? Thank you very much.